Hey everybody, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. Pretty quiet here at Wiggins Pass this morning. It's about 10 after 7. Pretty cloudy skies this morning. That sun's gonna be battling those clouds. Not much of a chance for rain this morning. Definitely later in the afternoon. Supposed to have some pretty good rain over the next 3 days. It's going to be spread out, scattered, but they say where it rains, it's going to be heavy rains. Air temperature's 79. Feels like 85, 86. I haven't been alone here this morning. I had a dolphin come by, a couple manatees. One manatee came really close to me here. Caught me by surprise. I mean, it came up maybe 6 feet away from me, right along the edge of the pass here. That was so cool. Tried getting video of both of them and couldn't do it. It was too dark and they were being too elusive. Wish you were here with me. Hey Lisa, good morning. When are you coming back down here? Gosh, I haven't seen you in ages. We might be becoming seasonal residents of Naples here. Yale and I. We might not stick around here in the summers, maybe starting next year. We're thinking about going on the road and doing some traveling. It would be cheaper than living here. Looking at some nice travel trailers, campers, whatever you want to call them. But instead of throwing money away on rent, get something and travel around. We're going to hit a bunch of Florida state parks. Take the show on the road. What the heck? So that's our thoughts right now. What do you think? Would that be fun? And of course, I'll come down here if there's a hurricane and let you know what's going on. And then I'll be here for the winter time. But I'll be exploring other beaches. Hopefully exploring other beaches in Florida and maybe other parts of the country. Oh, nice, Lisa. Not a whole lot of birds flying by yet. I've seen a few pelicans. There's one zipping by way over there. Something I want you to see. Look at these channel markers here. Look at where the water level is on those channel markers. Got a little pink in the sky. Look how low they are. I think our tide chart is messed up. See, this looks like high tide to me. It said low tide was at 4 and high tide's at 10 something. Little pink glow back in there. There was a manatee kept popping up over in there, over on the other side of the pass. That's Clam Bay there, those towers. That's the last one going up there. 5 towers at Clam Bay to block our views. More condos to block our views. All of them, they have their swimming pools up on the roof. Gorgeous views, I'm sure, looking out into the Gulf, out the pass. Not for me. Well, let's start moseying over towards the shoreline. There are some storms, patchy storms out in the Gulf right now. I don't really think they're going to affect us at all here this morning, but you never know. However that wind blows. It was weird. One dolphin came in here all by itself. Did you see that little video I posted? The last video I posted yesterday evening of some views of Wiggins Pass that I recorded yesterday. Just a little background music, just so beautiful. There was 2 of my friends were paddle boarding by here, and I just kind of followed them along the shore. Beautiful. Great snowy egret, great white egret. And that beautiful osprey that we saw up in the tree here yesterday. Go check that little video out. The thumbnail is of the osprey. You can wait till after my live feed. It's not going anywhere. I hear a great blue heron. They sound like geese honking. Could be a great white egret, great snowy. They honk. They get loud when they get feisty. I just think it's so beautiful along the edge of the pass here. Wish we didn't have to look at any buildings. There's a couple pelicans sitting on the marker over there. It's pretty dark still. But you can see them. Just chilling out. This is one of the reasons why I love it up here. It's just so relaxing. The birds are all kind of chilling out, relaxing. I'm chilling out. You're chilling out. Chillaxing. They're not going to do anything for us. Thought maybe they'd stretch their wings or something. Usually what they'll do when you go zoom in like this is they'll poop all over the channel marker. That's what pelicans are notorious for doing. Right when you have a beautiful shot all framed up, they let one go. Our beautiful brown pelicans. They're just eating machines, those pelicans. That's all they do. Eat, 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 eat. It goes right through them. Some blue sky up there. see any birds up here at the point. Yesterday morning, saw all those terns, those royal terns. That osprey was perched right up here in this tree just ahead of us. It was up in there. I was recording a little video and I saw it come flying in and land. Fish jumping out here in the water. Something's chasing after him. They're over by that marker. It's either that or the bigger, it's the big fish splashing around feeding on the little fish. More blue sky up here. Surprised, a lot of times the ospreys will be sitting up on this dead tree right up in here. That's a great perching tree for them. But yesterday that osprey was just perched atop that tree right there. Definitely storms out in the Gulf. I did see some lightning earlier this morning. Oh, an osprey just caught itself a fish. Let's see if it comes this way. Nope, it's going over to Barefoot Beach. I see a great blue heron at Barefoot Beach. A great snowy egret over there, a couple little snowies. The view's not the best, but I can zoom in for you. I think that's as close as I can get. The great blue is all the way over on the left. See that little dark, that spot there out by the water? That's the great blue heron that's kind of walking towards us. And the great white is over by the, kind of on the beach, by the bush. You see start over at the left, start looking over to the right, follow the beach line, then you'll see some vegetation and a little notch in the vegetation. The great whites the great snow eagles just to the right of that little notch, that white thing sticking up there. And then there's a little snowy egret out in the water just to the right of it. Very quiet compared to yesterday morning here, bird-wise. There's a boat heading out. We'll be seeing that coming through here shortly. It's going to be a minute. It's moving slow. Gosh, no birds flying around. Don't see any spoonbills over there. There's 2 spoonbills that hang out over on the other side of the pass every now and then. Well, that boat should be just coming into the frame here any second now. There it comes. Ready? Nice boat. We'll follow them out. Sometimes they attract some dolphins behind them. There's one of the egrets. Well, both of them now together, the great, the little and the great. Who likes going out on the water? Who likes fishing? See, I'm not a big fisherman. I like kind of just sightseeing. I just don't have patience for fishing. And off they go out into the Gulf of America / Mexico. Well, I need to pop back out to my wide shot. Continue my walk here. I wish I could hang out all day long. There's a couple birds all day long here with you, but I can't. That was our little look at Wiggins Pass. A little bit of bird life, a little bit of people life, a little bit of my life. Maybe there's some birds over at this little lagoon or whatever you want to call it, where this water, this little standing water up here, you know, just behind these trees is water back in there. That's a bay. It's all marshy back in there. And we've had this new little spot develop here at the pass. Oh, look at this. Look at that. That's from a great snowy egret. Look at that. That's a beauty. Wow. That is a gorgeous feather there. Look at that. Woo. Those beautiful feathers that almost made those birds extinct. Man hunted them, made hats, used their feathers on hats. Their beautiful plumage. Give you a look back. There's a pelican coming in from the left here. He's getting further away from me instead of closer. Yeah, it's going to be a while before that sun gets up over those clouds this morning, unfortunately. I get distracted so easily. I was going to go check this little spot out here, but now I see a little juvenile white ibis and an adult white ibis over here on the beach. Pelican coming by. A willow bird running out of the frame there. Two ibis. Darn slow connections up here. That's Junior over on the left. The other one's a young one too. Still got some of its darker feathers on it. That white one. See, they're brown, almost black when they're born. A little willet in the background there. Thanks for those stars, I appreciate that. Bills are due, my friends. Tips are hugely appreciated right now, hugely more so than they're always appreciated, but this time of the month, hugely appreciated. You've been holding out on me. Now is the time to use that PayPal and Venmo link, whichever you choose. Doesn't cost you, there's no fees. Those Facebook stars, I don't get those right away, and they charge you a fee and they charge me a fee. So the tips go directly to me. You can find those links in the description of this post. Aren't our skies gorgeous? Oh, quiet over here. I thought maybe all the birds were going to be hiding over here. I don't see anybody in here this morning. Hey, what was that? What kind of bird was that? Went right over the top of my head. There's a couple mornings in a row. Boy, I got some beautiful shots of the birds in there. This is all new. We didn't have this before the hurricanes. And stay out of there. There's a little string line here. They don't have a big rope here keeping people out. Stay out of there. Stay out of our dunes, please. Should go without say, but what's our little ibis doing? They're just standing there, posing. With their backs to each other. It's a great shot at two ibis though. Doing their rangering thing. That's where the lightning was coming from early this morning. Just not a lot. Only saw a few flashes popping off. The paparazzi wasn't very busy out there. Some pelicans bobbing up and down the water way out there by the beacon, by the channel light. Ooh, looky here. This is from a brown pelican. That is a brown pelican feather. How cool is that? So we got that beautiful white feather from the great snowy egret and the brown pelican. A lot of pelicans up here. I say a lot. Half a dozen maybe. One coming down here, or up here past us. Taking a dive. A seagull landed right on its back. That seagull landed right on the pelican's back. That was funny. Pelican didn't even flinch. Bird watching up here at Wiggins Pass can be awesome in the mornings. I mean, if you can make the walk up here, I highly recommend it. The park doesn't open till 8, so you got to do a little walking. You have to park your car on the other side of the bridge on Bluebill Avenue and come in at the Bluebill Beach access, which takes you out to the north end of Vanderbilt Beach, and over on the right is the very south end of Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park. And you can't go in the park, stay out of the park. But you can walk up the shoreline, up the beach to Wiggins Pass. And I say get up there in time for sunrise. Slow connection again. Yesterday I kept losing my connection up here. A little willet bird willeting down the beach with me. That tide was high. Water's kind of churned up. It's going to be a few days, but we're going to be getting some nasty weather, so I think it's going to be churned up for a while, unfortunately. There's a lot of pelicans out in the water. While I'm looking down the beach, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seagulls out there. Around each pelican there's some seagulls flying around. Just little black dots on the screen. Got some video of a ton of birds. I'm pretty sure it was down at Clam Pass that I recorded. And I want to find and share that. It's just an awesome moment. Just an incredible moment. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of birds. Flying through the air. Lined up on the sandbar. It's beautiful. Really appreciate it. Anything that you see that you like, anything that I post that you like, please share it. Make a comment or something and give it a share. There goes 3 skimmers. They didn't have their beaks in the water though. A lot of clam shells and cockle shells washed up here. There's a big cockle shell. These are fairly common. When we get our low tides, you can walk out on the sandbars, you'll see these live cockles half buried in the sand. You see the tops of them sticking up and the bottom buried in the sand. Every once in a while you get a picture of them opened up. You can see the cockle inside. Beautiful, the cockle shell. That's a nice size one there. Kerplunk. You got some nice scallop shells here too. Every once in a while you find a pretty big one. This one's got a little chip in it. But you get the idea. Sometimes you can find some really big ones here. Different colors too. Just stop and stare. You never know what you're going to find down there. There's a morning. There's a nice white one. Look at that. I don't have a white one like that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That boat that we saw head out the pass earlier that we followed out, they're just sitting out there fishing. Spend all that money on a boat and then you just sit offshore 3/4 of a mile fishing. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see any rain here this morning. I think we're in good shape. Nice morning. A nice morning here in paradise. Wishing you were here with me, walking beside me. Birds flying by. Sure are noisy. The Pelican's got its seagull friend next to it there. And off they go. They didn't go far. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. The water's got kind of a kind of not funky, kind of just a different color with these cloudy skies. Passing by the old crooked palm tree in Area 5. Just gotta pay our respects to it. Isn't that beautiful, that sound of the waves? The sound of the birds and the waves. It's beautiful. Kathy, good morning. Randy, good morning. Snap off a quick pic.